Hi guys! So, my thoughts about the Shrek 5 teaser that came out a month ago. I've gathered all my thoughts, rewatched it, reflected a bit about it, and so here we go. Disclaimer, these are just my opinions, you don't have to agree with them. I'm not trying to offend anybody, nor am I saying my opinions are right in any way. I just want to talk about what I personally think about certain things in the teaser, and it's perfectly fine if you guys have different opinions than mine. Now, first off, the animation. I don't hate it. It's definitely something to get used to, though. Even though it has that more cartoony style, I feel like it has an advantage because it does give the characters more expressiveness. I don't know if that's how you say it, but it still kind of gives off that fairy tale touch overall. But the background in the teaser is literally just Shrek's house, so you might have to see the full trailer to really see what else the animation and settings could offer. I like that they actually aged up the characters, so we feel like we've kind of grown up with them in a way. Now I'm going to talk about each character that was shown on screen. First with Fiona. I think out of the main three, I think her redesign is probably my favorite one. I really like her hair, I also really like her dress. I did realize pretty quickly that she did have a smaller eye shape, but I think that's also something I will get used to later on. But yeah, overall, I think her design looks really good. Now with Donkey. I think his design overall, it still looks a lot like him. Not too much to complain about here. I think the thing that kind of throws me off of it is how detailed his fur is. Was it that detailed in the other movies? His eye shape is a bit bigger, but I think that could help with the facial expressions. I don't think it's that bad, I think it's good. With Shrek, his outfit still looks good, and I have heard complaints from people saying that his eyes should have been stretched out more, but I think that because his eyes are slightly bigger here, I don't mind it. I also don't mind the cartoony finish that he has on his face. Like, you can still tell he's an ogre. Overall, I think they did a pretty good job. Next, Felicia. I was actually kind of surprised of how long her hair is, but over time I actually really like it. I like her outfit, and her overall look kind of gives me like the rebellious teenager vibe. I'm just going based off of the aesthetic, and if that's how her character is going to be like in the movie, then despite that type of character being used before, I hope they do something different with it, whether in personality or plot reasons. But her overall design, I don't mind it. I think it's pretty good so far. Now, Pinocchio. He's probably my least favorite out of the redesigns. I'm sorry, it's just I don't like the head shape that they gave him. And also in this type of lighting, he just looks really shiny. Like he doesn't look as wooden as usual. My main pro, you can definitely still recognize him. And finally, the magic mirror. I feel like it should have been a blend of these two designs. The first one wasn't defined enough, and this one seems too defined. If it was a blend of those two, I think I'd like it a little more, but I don't hate it. It's not my favorite new design, but I'll probably get used to it as well. It's not horrendous. Now with the memes. I gotta be honest here, I don't like how it was presented. Perhaps DreamWorks did that so they can be like, hey, we know what you guys are doing, kind of thing. But it was very surprising that they presented it in the first 5 seconds. I was so taken aback by it that for a while I thought it was fan-made. I didn't think DreamWorks would take it that far. I'm hoping this is just a teaser thing to remind us of Shrek, because if the memes are in the movie, as of now I'm not sure how they could benefit it. But also, this brings in the topic of the idea of technology being canon in the Shrek universe. Perhaps DreamWorks is putting it in there to give acknowledgement to the memes, and that's it. But I really don't want to see any technology in the actual movie. I have never liked the idea of introducing our technology to the Shrek universe. The whole setting, like, it takes place in the 1400s or something like that. In my opinion, it didn't need it then, it doesn't need it now. But as I was writing down my thoughts, I realized, like, in a way, it kind of makes sense because Shrek is known to do pop culture references, and this is a creative fairy tale world. Anything can happen. Now, let's say technology is going to become canon. If they do that, then I want to see their own version of technology. I don't want to see products from our universe in the Shrek universe. So here's one thing I want to bring up. In the very beginning, if you look at the reflection of the mirror, do Shrek and Donkey's models look different? I feel like they look different, especially with Shrek. I watched this one video, I forgot exactly who mentioned this, but they made a prediction where Shrek 5 could be talking about self-image, And whoever said that, I'm on board with that prediction because this teaser could be hinting at that with them looking different in the mirror and then showing real life. Maybe the movie could take a small aspect of Shrek Forever After and have it be like, oh, I used to look like this, or I used to be like this, stuff like that. Credit goes to whoever made that prediction, specifically with the self-image part. Despite there being a few small things I don't like, I'm gonna be giving this a chance. Like stated before, these will be designs that I'll need to get used to, but as long as the writing is good and the animation is still well done, then I think this movie will be a good watch. I'm really glad they're bringing the main cast back, and I think Zendaya will do a good job voicing Felicia, and it makes sense why she was chosen. But anyways, that is going to be it for today. Comment down below any of your opinions, and I hope you guys have a good day. Bye!